All right, we're live. How fast? Wait, when am I getting that notification? How fast is I Am Him going to come in with the dab this episode?
That's a good question.
Guess we will find out. Thank you for joining us on another episode. My name is G.
I'm Javon.
And this
Is
Console Babble. As usual. As usual. Huh? Messed what up? No, that's it. We're live. They get what they get. I don't know what y'all saw, but if it wasn't good, it's her fault. We're gonna jump into the games now. Javon, did you get a notification yet
For the video?
that we're live?
Nah, I just went in there. But I Am Him obviously got it because he jumped on.
I still don't. I'm not seeing anything. There we go.
It's
Okay.
okay. You know where to find us.
Okay, he's in there with the dab. All right, cool. Let's get started with our games of the week. First one is Blanc, which looks pretty interesting to me. This looks, the graphics look like something that was sketched. Very black and white. Everything's black and white. This is a co-op game. You play as a dog and what do they call it? A fawn? I call it
a baby deer.
a deer. A dog and a deer. The deer is good at leaping and getting over things. The dog is good at crawling into small spaces. So I'm sure there's going to be lots of puzzles like that will require the co-op element. So this is pretty cool. They said it's couch co-op, so you can play it together, and it's also online. So this looks pretty good. This is coming out on, let's see, the 14th, February 14th, and this will be for the Switch and for the PC.
Yeah.
Go ahead, Javon. Let them know about our next game,
All right.
which is also coming out on the 14th.
The next game is Soul of Kronos. And it's in English. And it's coming to PlayStation 5, Switch, PC on February 14th. Happy Valentine's Day.
Oh, these are all coming out on Valentine's Day. The fawn and the dog, Blanc.
Bambi.
Co-op. That's a co-op game on Valentine's Day.
Yeah.
Something for you and your loved one to do. All right. Wanted Dead. Not or alive, just dead. Wanted Dead. This is coming out. When does Wanted Dead come out? This comes out also on the 14th. And this will be available for the PlayStation 5, the Xbox Series X and S, PlayStation 4, Xbox One, and PC. Looks like
Kind of looks cool.
everything but the Switch. Yeah, there's like so many different art styles. I was trying to figure out like what the graphic style is. Maybe it looks like it changes throughout the game.
Well, it's like it's a melee game.
Look
with
at
some
it. You see
shooting.
that? See, now it's a cartoon.
Oh yeah, maybe that's like the
The cutscenes.
yeah. Oh man, they got some little karaoke in it. What in the world?
Yeah, definitely looks very interesting. Wanted Dead. Pre-order now.
That's my kind of game right there. I like swinging
All right,
swords and
that's coming out on the 14th. Swords and guns. All right.
Yeah.
Coming up next, what do we have?
the highly debated and always waited. That didn't make any sense. Returnal is coming February 15th. This was a PlayStation 5 launch exclusive, but now it's coming to PC. I always said when this game came out that this is a PC game.
Really?
At heart, I feel like it is. And a lot of PC players are gonna love this game. I think it's gonna run even better on PC.
What makes it a PC game?
Well, to me, the bullet hell shooting, just the arcadey feel of it.
Okay.
And I don't know. I just feel like the PC audience
Plays
would
a lot of
gravitate-
games like this.
yeah, more to this game than a console player would.
Okay. Guess we'll find out.
Yeah.
Do you think the sales are going to be better on PC than
Compared
PS5?
to console?
Yeah.
Yes.
You think so?
Yes.
Okay. Guess we'll find out. We'll
Yeah.
compare the Steam charts to PS5 sales sometime in the future.
Once they release it, that'd
Yeah.
be interesting.
Yeah. All right. Next up, we
Break the
got,
cycle.
and this is coming out, of course, for the PC.
Yeah.
That's going to be
On the
very-
15th.
On the 15th. All right. Now, next up, we got Shadow Warrior 3, the definitive edition. And this is coming out for the PlayStation 5, the Xbox Series X and S, and this will be available on the 16th. Go ahead, hit him with the next game.
All right, we got.
I'm glad you got this game because I don't know how to pronounce it.
Theatritum. Theatritum.
Oh wait,
Final bar line.
Theater rhythm.
Yeah,
I bet
theater
you
rhythm.
Theater rhythm because they're in a theater and maybe some kind of game. Anyway,
It's the Eat Rhythm final bar line.
the Eat Rhythm.
It's a Final Fantasy game. That's kind of like, I don't know, I guess a Guitar Hero game, but with Final Fantasy characters and Final Fantasy music. It's amazing. Really? Yeah. It's coming out for the Switch on February 16th, and
Are you
also the
getting this?
PlayStation 4.
Do you buy anything Final Fantasy?
Not anything,
Okay.
because I didn't buy Dissidia.
And what about this?
What's that? That's a fighting game. And I didn't buy World of Final Fantasy with the little chibi characters, and so I didn't buy that.
Okay.
These also have chibi characters, but I mean, I really like Final Fantasy soundtrack, but I'm not into
Rhythm games?
rhythm games. Not like that. Not since Guitar Hero, anyway.
Yeah.
And I was never one of those dance pad guys.
Yeah, me either.
That was like, just dance 2024. Oh.
That's deeper on the iceberg of nerdiness.
Yeah. It's like that the lady right now who's like beating Elden Ring bosses with the dance pad and all that stuff.
Oh yeah.
I can't do that. I can't even beat the bosses with a controller.
So is this a go or a nope?
I mean, I think it's a go for Final
you?
Fantasy fans.
No, I'm talking about for you. Are you going to be getting this game?
No.
Okay.
No.
Moving on.
Moving on.
Go ahead. This is Gigantosaurus Dino Kart. Now, I'm pretty sure I talked about a kart racing game that involved dinosaurs. Anyway, it was the episode when Brian was here.
Oh, yeah. I don't remember.
I got to go back and watch that episode because I was trying to look it up. I'm like, is this a re-release? Is this a remaster? Who remasters a dinosaur kart racing game? But there's no history. This is like the first time it's being released.
Those karts look very interesting.
Yeah. Well, anyway, this is a Mario Kart type kart racing game. Even down to the gliding when you go off a ramp. And it's dinosaur themed. So if you got a kid who likes dinosaurs and kart racing, there you go. Dino Kart. It's coming out for the PlayStation 5, Xbox Series X and S, PlayStation 4, Xbox One, Switch, and PC. So pretty much whatever you got, you can play this game. It's coming out on all platforms, and it will be available on the 17th.
Yay!
All right, go ahead.
And next we have Tales of Symphonia Remastered. Tales is a great RPG series. I'm a big fan. I've never played Symphonia, so this will be something that I'd be interested in playing, just to play something of the Tales series from the past. But it's coming out on PlayStation 4, Xbox One, and Switch February 17th.
All right. And then the last game coming out this week is Wild Hearts. Wild Hearts is coming out for the PlayStation 5, the Xbox Series X and S, and PC. So no last gen.
Oh, I forgot about this game.
No Switch. Tell me about it. I've never heard of it.
So basically it's crap, what is that studio? The studio that basically did the Neo game and Ninja Gaiden and all that.
Okay.
They are trying their hand at a Monster Hunter game. But
so there's some Monster Hunter
their
type
version of it is kind of like you're fighting these big creatures, but you have like all these different little gadgets that you can use. Which, I mean, Monster Hunter's like that too, but Monster Hunter's more so about like the different weapons that you can use and stuff like that. But this one seems to be more so about like the trap builds or traps that you can build and set up and all that. But it's basically their take, in my opinion, on Monster Hunter.
Okay. Well, you could try it out, and it will be available when?
February 17th as well.
All right.
2 days
the
after
17th.
Valentine's.
Yeah, Dowsif. I finally see Dowsif's comments here. I had the list up. Beat Saber, but you can pronounce it. All right.
Oh,
That
Samus.
is- oh wait.
Samus is coming. Don't you worry.
Yeah, we got that as one of our topics later on. All right, and then Xbox. What?
We should have put that in the releases because that just randomly.
Oh, that did release.
Yeah.
I had it under like announcements that came out with Nintendo Direct or whatever.
Yeah, technically it came out last week though.
Yeah.
Yeah. Why? Yes, he did.
All right, go ahead. You let them know about this. Game Pass. Oh, look.
All right. Coming to Game Pass, coming soon anyway. Atomic Heart, which is a first-person shooter. It's really good too. It looks really cool. And then you have City Skyline Madden 23, SD Gundam Battle. What does that say? Alliance. Shadow Warrior 3. And Mountain Blade 2.
Shadow Warrior 3. We just talked about that. That's the
I
game
know.
that's coming out. When was it coming out? On the 16th. So
Yeah.
seems like it's.
And you're right, Dowsif. Atomic Heart is about to have a very controversial release.
What's the controversy surrounding this one?
Well, you know, with everything going on with Ukraine and Russia, the game is based off of if Russia got their hands on cold fusion technology or whatever. So it's like looking at them in a positive light. But, you know, people are always trying to find some kind of controversy with a game like the Harry Potter game. Even though it's not called Harry Potter, it's called Hogwarts Legacy. But it's like, bro, just play the game. If you don't want to play it, don't play it. If you want to play it, play it.
Yeah.
Like, stop trying to kill everybody else's joy on something.
They don't want to play, but then they want to rally everyone else. Like, everyone, let's all not. No, you just don't play it.
Yeah.
Trying to get everybody else. It's like in elementary school when you're mad at somebody and you're like, don't talk to him. I'm mad at him.
Yeah.
Then you're like, but he didn't do anything to me. Why I gotta?
But he made me laugh in recess.
All right. Those are the game releases. Now let's get into our topics. And speaking of controversy, we got
controversy.
our first controversial topic. Hogwarts Legacy breaks Twitch record amid streamer boycott. So all the streamers who stream games said, well, we're not streaming this because she's transphobic. I'm talking about the author of Harry Potter, J.K. Rowling.
Yeah.
Is that how it's pronounced? Rowling?
Rolling.
Rolling?
Rolling.
Keep rolling. Yeah, so J.K. Rowling, it was transphobic. So everybody said, hey, let's not play her game. And nobody cared because a bunch of people were still streaming it. Not only did people stream it, it actually broke records and had over 1 million, I think, views at one time, which beat out this play. To go back up, yeah, there it is. Just Chatting, which is usually one of the top, 1.2 million. Over 1 million people are watching. Can you pick one picture for me to read? Over 1 million people are watching Hogwarts Legacy right now. And there's the Just Chatting podcast. Is that Pokimane?
Oh, I have no idea.
You know who that is?
I know who Pokimane is. I don't know if she
does
has a
Just Chatting.
podcast. I don't know what.
I think her thing is called Pokimane. Obviously, that's not her real name.
Yeah.
So that must be her.
I knew it at one point, but I forgot it.
I don't really watch.
It's not important.
I don't really watch Twitch.
Yeah.
Do you watch?
Oh, I watch certain people on Twitch.
Okay.
Like one of the guys in my in the comments right now.
Who? Sci-Fire?
Yeah.
Oh, nice. Thanks for joining us, Sci-Fire.
Yeah. Thanks, Sci. Fire. Don't burn me. No, I'm just joking. No. With him, and then one of my cousins also streams. His name is 2 Shots to Your Dome.
Okay.
And he streams, and then besides them, then there's like some big name guys like Maximilian Dude and Unileska and
Okay.
other people. But yeah, I watch
every
some
once
people
in a
on
while.
Twitch. I don't watch Pokimane though.
Yeah, me either. Anyway, this thing, it's significant that it broke records for two reasons. People were boycotting it and saying like, oh, it's got all this controversy and she's transphobic and blah, blah. But also, it's a single player game. So most people who tune in to watch live streaming are usually watching people like compete, like they're playing Call of Duty or Fortnite, or which, by the way, there's more people watching this than Fortnite or Call of Duty. I think it was like the number one most viewed. You see, look, by double just chatting, which apparently is a pretty big one.
Yeah, they're holding it up there. I think they said it's as far as being just single player. Because there was one guy that was like pointing out, well, if you can't count Elden Ring because it has multiplayer, blah 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 blah, whatever. But the top 3 as far as that is, dang, I forgot the first one, but I know one of them was Elden Ring, and Hogwarts Legacy was like the third one.
Okay,
if you didn't count Elden Ring.
I think what this tells me is that there is no controversy, and people are just interested in the game, and they went and bought it, and people were interested in watching it. Maybe people who are watching it were thinking about buying it, and they just wanted to see what the gameplay was like. So I think what happens a lot is there's like a minority of people who are extremely loud. So you think like, oh, there's all this controversy and people are boycotting it, and it's like, no, it's just a couple of people.
Well, it was more so that they just didn't want to support the person who created the universe, not the IP itself.
Exactly.
But
yeah, because a lot of people were like, oh man, I saw that in the comments too.
Yeah.
There were people like, oh man, this game looks good, but too bad I'm not gonna get it because of J.K. Rowling or whatever.
Yeah.
I thought she did something terrible. I'm like, man, what did she do? Like, what could she have done?
Yeah, but I mean, she already got paid regardless. So
Yeah.
it's like
Exactly.
Anytime they use anything from this universe, is like she's getting the royalty check ahead of time.
Exactly.
So
Yeah.
it's like whether they bought the game or not,
she's already paid.
Yeah, the fact that it got made, she got paid. I mean, it's the sad, unfortunate truth. But
to me, this is good news.
Yeah. I mean, as far as the work that the developers put into it, because you don't want them to not make any money and be able to not support their families just because they decided to, make a universe real or whatever. That I'm pretty sure a lot of people have wanted to dive into and have a game like this since they were, younger, and people that are actually fans of.
There hasn't been like
Harry
a
Potter
proper
universe.
Harry Potter game.
Yeah,
in a while. There's those movie tie-in games which are never any good.
I didn't play any of them.
Yeah,
but
I played the Game Boy one. Remember I told you I had it for the Game Boy Color?
Yeah,
that was like the last and only one I played.
Was that 2D or 3D?
It was a Game Boy Color, so yeah, it's the top-down view.
Oh, okay.
Kind of like a Link to the Past.
Oh,
not the same graphics, but the same style with the camera.
So like pixel magic.
Yeah.
Pixie dust.
Well, anyway, yeah, Hogwarts is doing fine. I'm interested. I guess we'll see how the sales go. I guess that'll really determine if
was
the
good
Boycott
original
was a success
Devin
or not. Oh man,
that's true.
A lot of. Oh, he said same concept as not eating Chick-fil-A. Still free promo for the game. And she already got paid. The worst is. Okay. You got a mix of reactions here. I'm sorry. I scrolled up and I thought I was going to auto scroll, so now I'm scrolling down to read all the comments all in one go. All right, let's go ahead.
People are babies.
Oh, by the way, yeah, just speaking of Harry Potter or Hogwarts Legacy, they got their own controller. Like the only custom thing we've gotten in a while, right?
Yeah, besides the God of War Ragnarok controller.
Oh, the God of War did get got a controller.
But theirs was like heavily promoted with the game, whereas this one was like shadow dropped because it wasn't.
Because this is not an exclusive, so they probably didn't want to spend too much money on promoting. Because the controller promotes the game promotes the controller.
Yeah.
So and it's an exclusive. So I'm sure they invested a lot of money into advertising that. But, this is coming out for multiple platforms. I mean, this could have been a Disney controller for all.
Yeah, it kind of looks like the Disney castle almost.
If somebody,
I'm not gonna lie.
if nobody told me, I would just think, okay, it's a Disney controller.
If I bought it, I would tell people it was a Disney controller. No, it's the House of the Mouse controller. It's not Hogwarts. Yeah. They wouldn't know the difference.
They say it's just
unless they saw the box.
The castle from a slightly different angle. That's all it is, from the side. They also said that J.K. is his favorite author. Reading all the Harry Potter books. Haven't watched all the movies though, huh?
Me either. But I ain't read none of them books.
Well, that's interesting that he's read all the books, but you haven't seen any of the movies. I thought reading all the books would get you excited about the movies.
Well, you know what they say. The books are always better.
Yeah, people do say that all the time.
Yeah. The book was better. I like reading, imagining things.
Devin says he misses the hype around a new Harry Potter movie coming out when he was younger.
I remember that hype.
I mean, you could leave at any time.
I rode that hype.
Okay. All right. What do we got? What's next? Oh, Super Mario Odyssey.
Oh, a deal. It's a sale. And this is rare, my friends. Why? Because first-party Nintendo games
never get discounted.
This game has been out for like 3 years, I want to say, and it was like $60 the entire time.
What do you mean 3 years? Wasn't this a launch title with the Switch?
Probably.
So 7 years.
Whatever. All I'm saying is the game has been expensive for a long time, and this is your chance to grab it
at under 40.
If you were ever interested in playing Super Mario Odyssey and you have a Switch, this is for Switch players anyway, and you're interested in Super Mario Odyssey and you never played it and you don't have it, this is the best time to grab it because it's on sale. And you don't have to pay that $60 for the game.
Yeah. And speaking of deals, let's go to the next tab. Here's another way you may be able to get the game even cheaper. What? Okay. Buy two. Sorry, it says 0 items from this promotion are in your cart. I thought they were saying 0 items are available for the qualify for the sale.
Where's the deal? No,
it says buy two, save 50% on one. It was like buy one, get one 50% off. I guess they were losing too much money, so now they changed it to buy two. Go on the side here and just hit video games. You passed it. Yeah. There we go. So here's some of the games you can buy.
I timed that perfectly.
You buy 2 of these and you'll get one of them for 50% off. You got some pretty new ones. We got Elden Ring, which won Game of the Year. Dead Space, which is pretty new.
Dead Space is an amazing purchase, by the way.
It is. I'm having a great time getting through that game. Definitely much better than Callisto Protocols. Callisto Protocol, I was just like getting through it, but I'm having a really good time with Dead Space.
Poor Callisto. They just picked the wrong time to go against their big brother.
I know. That's the weird. The release time was pretty weird.
Oh, okay. Fresh out the shower. All right.
There you go.
Yeah, dry off, sir. Dry off.
Yeah, take a shower. He always takes a shower before he watches console battle.
Yeah. Gotta get clean for the show.
Let me freshen up.
Just don't say that in regards to episode 3 of The Last of Us. Anyway.
One Piece Odyssey. That's another one that's kind of new.
Yeah.
Days Gone, Spider-Man, Devil in Me. There you go. Callisto Protocol, Ghost of Tsushima. Anyway, any of these games, you could buy 2 of them, and whichever the third one is, you'll get it 50% off. So let's say you get, I don't know, most of these games are about $60. So whatever the third one you get is, well, it'll be $30. Or if you get this one's only $40, so you get that one for $20. So yeah, there you go. Pretty good deal on Amazon. So I just thought let you guys know about that, and maybe you guys could check it out. If there's any of these games in here that you've had on your list that you haven't bought yet, this could be a good time to go ahead and get those. All right.
Yeah, buddy.
Oh, February monthly. I should have added this one to the
releases. Around the Game Pass one.
Yeah, right. Right after the Game Pass one. Here's the monthly Go ahead and click on that
Save
February
the best for
monthly
last. PlayStation.
games. Yeah, these are the monthly games coming out for Essential, I believe, right?
Well, all of them. It says available to download on Premium, Extra, and Essential.
Oh, okay. So,
But yeah, if you have the bare bones minimum PlayStation Plus, you can still get these too.
Sci-Fire says he's calling you.
Oh. He's calling me by my street name. Not many people know me by the J. Only the real ones do. But yeah, so we got Evil Dead.
The game.
Which, correct me if I'm wrong, is that game like, what is that other game where you like run around from the horror killer person?
Oh, Friday the 13th.
Is it? Oh yeah, well that's one of them. There was another one too.
Oh, they made 2 games based on horror movies?
Well, there was another one where you could play like different characters from different horror movies or franchises.
Oh, I don't know about that one.
It's like the main one. I can't remember what it's called.
Dead by Daylight?
Yeah.
Okay.
That one. Thank you.
Okay.
I think that's kind of like that, but in the Evil Dead universe. I might be wrong. It might be something completely different. But yeah, you can find out because it'll be free on the PlayStation Plus. The one I'm really interested in is Mafia Definitive Edition because I never played the first one.
Yeah.
And I know the second one is already on PlayStation Plus.
And the third one was available at one point.
Yeah, way back.
Yeah, a while ago.
And
Sci-Fi also
World
said Dead by Daylight. He finally got it. Oh. Hey, you stole my answer, Sci-Fi.
He said the good one. Yes, exactly. And Ollie World is the one that I'm most anticipated because I was actually going to buy that game.
Oh,
I'm glad I didn't. So now I can just download it and play it.
Perfect.
And
Ollie World. Does it look the way the cover looks? Is it like cartoon style?
Yeah, I would say so.
Okay.
And it's like a kind of like 2D side scroller skateboarding game, but it's kind of fun. They got like a bunch of obstacles and stuff like that.
Okay.
Cool soundtrack and little challenges and stuff like that. It's pretty cool.
Is it on the Switch though? Because this looks like the kind of game I would rather play on the Switch.
I don't know. I don't know. But yeah.
Okay.
It's free on PlayStation, so I'm gonna play it there.
Yeah. All right. Well, there we go.
Why buy the cow when you can have the farm for free?
Better jump back into game releases and let's hop back into our topics.
Oh man,
this one's funny.
Yes, it is.
Cops accidentally mistake Nintendo Direct for a bomb threat. So, do you want to tell the story? Who's gonna tell it better?
Maybe you, because I didn't read it. I read the headline, but I ain't read the story.
So this is what happens. There's a college student. He finds out that February 8th, there's a Nintendo Direct. So he gets so excited about the Nintendo Direct that he emails his professor. And he's basically asking him, like, you should cancel the class. Like, do the right thing, cancel the class so we could all. But he never mentions Nintendo Direct. He's just like, he's like what did he say? What's the quote here? Go down.
Hinting at a big show.
Look, this here we go. Tonight we're made. Click on the police.
Cancel the
report.
class for the good of humanity.
Yeah, for the good of humanity. That's what he says. Yeah.
Yo.
He says there's gonna be a once in a lifetime event that would occur tomorrow. So they hear once in a lifetime event and they're like, wait, what's going on? What is he planning? And then he says, for the good of humanity, cancel your class. So the professor gets the email and then like sends it to the police. So he's like, hey, look, we got this thing. It's real vague. It sounds like there's going to be, a once in a lifetime event happening tomorrow. And so they got the dogs like sniffing for bombs and everything. And then during their investigation, they're like, what's going on February 8th? They find out it's like Nintendo Direct. But at this point, everyone's already in a panic.
Yeah.
So all day of February 8th on this campus, they had police, security, like dogs, all over the campus. They were like, we're going to be here all day. We're going to keep you safe.
Terrible. Safe from the Nintendo Direct. Yeah. Learning about all these games that are going to be releasing.
Nintendo Direct can't hurt you. Then the college student apologized. He said, "Oh, I guess it was a bad joke or whatever." Of course, he didn't think they would react to this degree.
Yeah, I mean, if I was sending that, asking my boss, and I'm just speaking in terms of work.
Yeah, because we're not in school.
Yeah, too old for that. Well, you're never too old to get your education. Whatever.
Anyway, go on.
But I'm going on a tangent. If I was asking my boss, I'd be like, "Hey, man, it was once in a lifetime event for the good of humanity and all." I wouldn't expect him to be like, "He's threatening me to blow up this place. I gotta call this in."
You coming to work tomorrow? This dog's. What's going on here? Are you here for the once in a lifetime event? Yeah. No, I missed that one. I gotta be here.
I just wanted to get my battery checked, man.
Nintendo Direct sounds like it's the bomb.
Oh, wow. Yeah. If he would have said that. Oh, man. Yeah, it's hilarious. California. Gotta love them.
There you go. But hey, it's a college. There's a lot of crazy things happening with the school shooting every other day. So at the same time, from the school's perspective, and the teacher, who's probably some old professor who's not aware of Nintendo Direct really, coming out the next day. So they got to be careful. I think it's good that they took it seriously. It's better that you're prepared and nothing happens than something happens. And then when it does happen, eventually the story's going to come out that there was this email and the professor
chose to ignore it.
Yeah, chose to ignore it. Then they're like, what? He could have stopped it.
There were clear signs.
Yeah, he said it was. The professor thought it was a Nintendo Direct event. But in actuality, it was a warning. I'm glad this is the story we're getting, though. In some other universe, maybe.
And they get DJ Funkflex to drop a bomb on it.
All right. Well, speaking of Nintendo Direct, we go ahead to the next one.
That's true, Devin. I agree with that. He said more often than not, college professors are completely disconnected from reality. All they're thinking about is their curriculum.
That's because most college professors have been in school their entire lives. You ever think about that? They go from a student to
mastering, becoming the professor,
to a student learning how to teach, to just becoming a teacher, and they never leave school.
Yeah, they love it that much.
Yeah. That reminds me, when I was in 6th grade, we had a teacher who introduced herself. And she was saying that she had been teaching for however many years. Yeah. Then she starts getting into the curriculum. And she's like, and if you don't do this, then you're going to be repeating the 6th grade. You're going to be in 6th grade again next year. And then one of the students is like, is that why you've been in 6th grade?
Wow.
He's like, is that why you're still in the 6th grade? Anyway, Metroid Prime. Go ahead.
I would have never thought to say that. So Metroid Prime Remastered is out right now digitally on the eShop in Nintendo. And let me say, ladies and gentlemen, that this is the definitive version. It's beautiful. It looks great. And if you've never played Metroid Prime, what are you doing with your life? This is a disservice to humanity. If you have a Switch, I highly encourage you to play this. It's amazing. I didn't buy it, but I'm going to. Also, but I played the original.
Also, I've never played the original.
Exactly. So, it just like, I'm kind of jealous that, you get to experience it for the first time.
Yeah, that's what I was waiting for. It came out on the GameCube. I was like, I'll wait till they remaster it in a few consoles in the future.
Yeah, but it originally came out on the GameCube. So for me, the game is so long ago, and I only completed it once. I didn't go through it twice. That playing it, to me, again, is going to be like playing it for the first time, because I really don't remember the game that much. But I know I enjoyed it when I played it. Yeah. I had a great time
That's
with
how
it.
I feel about Dead Space. Yeah. It was so long since I played Dead Space. It's not one of those games I replayed ever. I played it, I beat it, and then I never touched it again. So when the remaster came out, it all feels brand new. And I was watching like a comparison video. Yeah. And it was like this wasn't in the original, and they removed this thing. I'm like, oh, I had no idea.
Yeah, I would.
I thought it was just a graphical upgrade,
and I didn't watch that. That video you're talking about. I've seen it too.
Okay.
I wouldn't realize it. I was like, man, this looks so good.
Yeah, it just looks better. That's all.
Yeah, it's HD.
Yeah.
But I was gonna say, for those of you that don't know, there was a Nintendo Direct on the 8th, like we were just talking about with the bomb threat and everything. But they just shadow dropped Metroid Prime out of nowhere. They're like, hey, by the way, we're remastering Metroid Prime, and guess what? You can play it today. It's like out of nowhere.
I hope that's amazing. That's like a really cool way of doing it.
Yeah.
Because I don't like getting excited about a game. Then they're like, coming out in 5 years.
Yeah. Especially if it's a remaster. It's
not
like it's like a new IP.
But they did it even at the Microsoft.
They did it with the Hi-Fi Rush game.
Yeah, the Hi-Fi Rush.
Yeah. And that game sold like gangbusters.
One day we're going to get a state of play, and they're going to be like...
I still don't know what that means.
Gangbusters, yeah. They're going to rip this thing out the frame. You ever heard that one?
Yeah. I mean, I could understand that. Take the game out of the frame of the case, or I don't know. Anyway.
But I hope one day we get a state of play, and PlayStation is like, here's our next trailer. And then we get a trailer for like The Last of Us 3. Then
that would be cool.
It's available today.
I can't ever see PlayStation doing that.
They won't do it.
Yeah, they like to drag stuff out and build up the hype train. And
yeah, they're like, we have an announcement. Our next game is going to be called The Last of Us 3. And then it's just like the logo.
Yeah.
And then that's news for like a month.
Yeah.
We got a logo reveal. It's like,
still
come
no
on.
Release date.
Yeah, not even a teaser trailer, nothing. Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway, this was pretty cool. Yeah, Metroid Prime. I'm excited to play it because I never played the original. I've never played a Metroid game at all, actually. So this will be my first time playing a Metroid game.
Oh yeah. What? Oh. Got distracted by the comment section. Yeah, but if you want to play it now, you can download it digitally on the eShop now. But if you want the physical copy, like myself, because I like to physically touch my games, that's coming out on February 22nd.
Oh, you have to wait for the physical.
Yeah.
That's all right. I'm not in a rush. I'm still getting through Dead Space.
Yeah.
All right, let's go on to our next one.
Dun, 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 dun.
Announcing Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2. What do they mean announcing? This game's been out.
No, season 2.
3 times now.
Yeah, it is. Yeah.
Well, Warzone Season 2.
2.0 Season 2 launching February 15th.
Is that a real guy or is that graphics? I can't tell.
That's graphics.
It's pretty good.
Darn good ones.
Yeah.
Yeah. Look at the sweat on his brow that you can't see.
All right, you got any details about this? What's new about 2.0?
Well, coming in Season 2, it's going to be introducing an Japanese-inspired island they're going to call Ashika Island.
Is this going to be like Rebirth Island? Because they don't have a Rebirth.
Well, remember what I was telling you? They're not calling it Rebirth. It's called Resurgence.
I don't care what they call it, but is it the same? Is it the same?
I don't know.
Gameplay?
But they got a trailer. I don't know.
All right, let's see. Ashika Island. Let's watch it together.
But you know they always make this look nothing like the gameplay. It's like all cinematic.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah. Nobody's doing that. They make it look all blockbuster,
action packed.
All those buildings exploding. They none of that stuff going on.
It's mostly going in a bathroom, closing the door, and then pointing your gun at the door.
That's how I used to play, but now I kind of got good at taking out other operators, aka players. And
you got practice on DMZ mode.
Yeah, man. Me and I am him.
Free for everyone.
We be wiping whole squads out.
Yeah. So no information in that trailer. Just a lot of action. No information about respawning or.
I mean, they got some info on the bottom. You got the bold white letters, and then you got the subdued background.
Hold on. Are you going so fast?
That's a lot of stuff.
Yeah. Exclusive features to Ashika Island. Okay.
Hey, look,
Restore honor.
We ain't reading.
Oh, they had to include honor because we're on a Japanese island. Search and seize, data heist, redeploy drones, new Rusher. What is that? Rusher? Rusher. Why did I say Rusher?
Yeah. The rusher makes up for his jelly and deadly short sword. Oh. Okay.
DMZ expands to Ashika Island.
Oh,
Okay.
good.
Nice.
Good.
Are you sick of the map? You played DMZ too many times on the map?
Not really.
Wait,
The map's not really played out in my opinion. I think it's still good.
That's good. All right, well, this comes out when? February 15th.
The day after Valentine's Day.
Yep. So they made sure it's after Valentine's Day.
Yeah.
So, because they know if this comes out during Valentine's Day, everyone's neglecting their loved ones.
Yeah.
So they said, you go ahead and have your special day.
Where's that meme when I need it?
And then
there's a meme of Tom Cruise. And it's like, what are you going to be doing? I think it was Red Dead Redemption was coming out around Valentine's Day. Red Dead Redemption 2. They were like, oh, we're going to be going out to dinner. Like, and then like Tom Cruise supposed to be like the boyfriend or something. And he's wearing a cowboy hat. He's got the controller in his hand. He's got Red Dead Redemption 2 in the background. And he's just laughing. Yeah.
Well, that won't have to be the case with Call of Duty.
Call of Duty's not that important.
One day later. Yeah, and it's like a multiplayer game.
Yeah,
played anytime.
Exactly.
All right, go ahead into our next topic. Another Nintendo story. Nintendo says it's not planning Switch price cuts as its console business enters uncharted territory.
Ooh.
So it's gotten to 100.
Are they hinting that Uncharted 5's coming to the Switch now?
That's exactly what this. That's what we take. That's what we take out of this. So it's gone to 122 million, which only 2 other gaming consoles have sold more than this. Which is, do you know what those 2 are?
Of course.
What?
The PlayStation 2.
Mm-hmm.
And Macintosh. No, I'm just, I don't know.
The DS.
What?
Yeah, the Nintendo DS.
I should have known it was the DS.
There we go.
Take
Handheld, the DS is at 154 million, and the PlayStation 2 is 155 million.
Cannot be beat.
Now, keep in mind, the Nintendo Switch was released at the same console generation as like the PS4. So they've been out for a while. They've been out for 7 years.
Yep.
And usually what you would do around this time is you do a price cut because the hardware is pretty outdated now, especially the non-OLED ones. Those are really outdated, which means the production and just the assembly is really cheap. So they can afford to do a price cut. But I guess the way they see it is we could also make more profit because people already been paying this price. Let them keep paying that price. And now we can start making double the profit because it's cost us half as much to make it and we're still charging them the same amount.
That's how Nintendo rolls, baby.
Yep. And as long as people are still buying the Switch, I think they're going to keep this console generation going. And they did it with the DS, which is their last high-selling one. They had the DS, then they had like the DS Lite, they had the DS, the 3DS, they had the 3D, they had the DSi. You remember all these different variations?
Yeah.
They had the DS XL.
Mm-hmm.
They just kept coming out with more versions.
3DS.
Yeah, 3DS.
It had that little gimmicky feature. Oh, hit this little button and there it looks all 3D.
Well, actually, they upgraded like the hardware
a
lot. And but they called it the 3DS. So that's what everybody thought. It's like, oh, it's the DS, but with 3D. But it's like, they upgraded so much.
But that's what they were pushing with it.
Right.
Like that 3D feature.
That's what I thought. And that's what everybody thought, which is why it flopped. Because they didn't do a good job emphasizing.
Marketing it. Yeah.
And emphasizing also the hardware specs had been bumped. No one knew that. Anyway, they're going to do the same thing with the Switch, it looks like. They're calling it uncharted territory. I think this is a very familiar territory for them.
Yeah.
They realize, hey, let's milk it.
They know exactly what they're doing.
And also their focus is going to be on the next-gen console, whatever that is. But I don't think they're going to release that.
The Switch Pro. The elusive Switch Pro that everybody keeps talking about.
I don't think they should call it the Switch Pro because that's what happened with the Wii U. Yeah, it's going to be something else entirely. The Nintendo Revolution. Remember that's what the code name for the Nintendo Wii?
It's going to be something that nobody would ever guess. Maybe it'd be called the Switch Up.
The Switch Up. He said Nintendo has never seen a dollar it didn't want.
Exactly.
Yeah, I think you could expect them to just go ahead and keep milking this, selling it at full price. Especially with Tears of the Kingdom coming out, I bet you there's going to be a bump. Because, for example, my friend Brian, he had a Switch, he sold it. Now he heard about Tears of the Kingdom. Now he's like, man, I'm going to buy a new Switch. So there's probably
The
hundreds.
Zelda game is the only, well, not the only, but the main driving factor of why I bought a Switch. The second driving factor was Super Smash Brothers, of course, but the main factor was Legend of Zelda. It's the main reason why I got the Switch.
Yeah, I'd say the same for
It
me.
sells the console.
Yeah, twice.
Yeah.
Now that they're coming out with a sequel. But yeah, literally, he said, I'm going to buy a new one. After he played it, bought it, played it, beat it, sold it. Because after he's done with the game, he's just like, okay, well, I'm going to play my Xbox. This is just collecting dust. I'll make some money.
Yeah.
Now he's like, the second one's coming out. I'm going to buy another one, you know? So I'm sure there's thousands of people like that.
It's a good point.
He said, okay, I got to read it because there's a long pause. He said if Nintendo was a pizza restaurant, they would sell cheese pizza, pizza with cheese, and cheesy pizza.
Pretty much.
It's kind of like, you ever use DoorDash?
Yeah.
You get like, there's like a service fee, a delivery fee, and a convenience fee.
Yeah.
It's like, aren't those all the same thing? Why is there three of them?
I'm going to pay you for my service.
There's a delivery.
Which is me delivering
Right.
stuff to you, which is part of my service, but I'm going to add an extra charge. And then because of the convenience of me delivering it to you, which is part of my service, I'm going to charge you for that. Oh, man.
What's his name? Ryan George did a video about that.
Oh, yeah.
And then he was like, there's also a COVID charge. He's like, a COVID charge? He's like, what do you mean? Like sanitizing? Yeah, sure.
We just throw it on there.
Yeah, we just add that. All right. Yeah, so no price drop. If you were waiting for the Nintendo Switch to get cheaper, nothing gets cheaper with Nintendo. Their first party games stay the same.
Ever.
And their consoles stay the same. We'll see if they even discount them when the next console comes out. I bet you they'll still be selling them.
Of course.
For $300.
Savages.
Yeah. All right. No surprises here. Let's go on to the next topic. Oh, this one's yours.
Oh,
this
yeah.
Looked really good.
Yeah, it's a new CG
Evil has taken
Resident Evil movie coming out because, the live action movies just can't cut it. So, the CG movies is where we got to go to get that Resident Evil goodness. So Death Island.
Oh, this is a movie?
Yeah, man.
I thought this was a game.
No, this is a movie, man.
I was like, okay, we got a cinematic trailer.
And it's coming out in the summer.
Okay.
And it's got my girl Jill Valentine in there.
Nice.
And they're actually translating. This is going to be the first time that they've taken the character model from the game and transported it into the movie directly.
Oh, okay. They usually have some.
Yeah, because like the way Leon looks in the movie and Chris Redfield is not 1-to-1 with the game, but the way that they have Jill looking at the end of the trailer is 1-to-1 with the latest Resident Evil 3 Nemesis game that came out, where they remade Resident Evil 3. So I think that's pretty cool. Plus, it's been a long time since we've seen Jill in a Resident Evil movie. They don't give her enough credit.
That's what I think the first comment says. Go into the first comment. I pray and hope Jill has a bigger role and not just a cameo for a few minutes.
Exactly.
Yeah. So I guess a lot of people. Oh, Jill.
Oh, there you go.
Look, the second
looks
comment.
exactly the same way as she does in the remake. I got goosebumps.
All over, not just in some places. All over.
Yeah.
I also hope Claire joins the investigation. It's got to be good.
Yeah.
Leon, Chris, and Jill.
That is the
Jill.
That's the trinity of Resident Evil. Those three.
Okay, Chris, Leon, and Jill.
Yeah, Leon, I would say hands down is the most popular out of them.
Yeah, look.
Then
Chris
I would say
and Leon teaming up again, and Jill is back.
Yeah. Wow.
Awesome.
Please turn down my headphones.
I'm not screaming. That guy was screaming. I was just reading what he wrote.
Oh man.
MB Dante was screaming.
He did put a lot of emphasis on that with those exclamation points. The confusion.
Well, yeah, a lot of people are mentioning Jill in the comments. So
Yeah, she's a big fan favorite.
go ahead, you can scroll back and play.
She's one of the
trailer.
Strong women in gaming that are like
Well
held
written.
up in high regard. Well written too, yeah.
Yeah, because we have a lot of strong women that are poorly written.
Yeah, like the Forspoken chick that just came out. They are really not doing
Apparently,
us.
a lot of people. I haven't played it yet, but a lot of people are not impressed with Aloy.
Aloy?
I told you I haven't played it.
I was like, what game features a metal female character? What are you talking about?
There's a metal Princess Peach.
Yeah.
Aloy.
Yeah.
It's just she's too stoic. Like, she doesn't have any personality. Do you feel yourself invested in her as you're playing the game?
I say so. I would say I felt more invested in her in the first one.
Okay.
I haven't played enough of the second one to really say that. Mm-hmm. But I will say, like, in the second one, her personality seems a little like different compared to the first game.
Okay.
She's definitely a lot more like standoffish and all that stuff, and I'm like, this is kind of weird.
Yeah.
But I don't know. Once I finally get to that game, then I'll comment on that later.
Okay. Comment that on a later date.
Yeah.
But yeah, there we have it. Okay. I thought this was a game trailer.
Yeah.
So this is coming out when?
Summer 2023.
There we go. Summer movie.
To a streaming service near you.
I am him. Me and you.
Why not?
Yeah.
It'd be amazing.
Let's go see it.
Yeah.
All right, what's next?
Right on the couch.
Oh, Guilty Gear.
Oh.
Go ahead. Let me know about this.
Okay, so apparently Arc System Works, who's the publisher of Guilty Gear Strive, are letting us know that there's going to be a release of an additional character number 8 and an additional stage number 3, which originally was planned for March, but now it will be delayed to early April. So you got to wait 1 extra month for that.
Have you been playing this game?
No. I want to get this game because I'm a big fan of Guilty Gear.
Yeah, I know you are.
I haven't gotten it yet because I've been waiting for a sale, and I ain't seen one. They kind of pulling the Nintendo card.
Maybe see if it was available on Amazon. Maybe this could be one of the ones you get 50% off or something.
I didn't see it on that list.
Yeah.
And I was eagle eyeing that list, but yeah, I'll go check that buy to get 50% off, whatever, and see if it's on there. But yeah. They're basically just saying that the DLC that's supposed to be coming in March is being pushed back a month because they want to provide the best quality possible.
Oh, one of those. Man, we're getting these letters every episode.
Hey. But these guys mean it, okay? Not like effing-tastic.
Effing-tastic.
With the fake gameplay with the leggings. Jeez.
And Ellie's book bag.
Yeah.
All right, yeah. So if you guys play Guilty Gear, if you're a fighting game guy, then this just got delayed for you till April. All right, go ahead to our next one. All right, you got to tell them about this one.
Okay, so Marvel's Guardians of the Galaxy, which is a still to this day underrated, slept on classic that was released by Square Enix. But it was produced by Eidos Montreal, who are the makers of Deus Ex games. But yeah, they nailed this game, and basically Eidos Montreal was sold from Square Enix, so no longer a part of Square Enix, and it was sold to Embracer Group, which we covered in previous episodes. But
they basically buy everything.
Yeah.
For those of you who don't know.
So because of that, there were certain benefits that Square Enix members got for owning the game, and there were also certain cosmetics which is crazy, that you could find during gameplay that they're saying now, because they're no longer part of Square Enix, that those things are not going to be obtainable going forward in the game. So say like you buy this game secondhand, or you buy it new from Amazon and it has that code, they're saying that from February 21st, the game will no longer allow you to unlock that outfit even if you have the code. There's also Square Enix members get points, and if you had this game, you get like points that get added to your Square Enix members account online to use towards redeeming for gifts or something like that. And they're saying now that when you buy the game, those points will no longer be added to your Square Enix members account. So basically what they're saying is because they're no longer a part of Square Enix, none of those Square Enix benefits, the DLC, all that stuff that was provided through Square Enix are no longer going to be available going forward because they're not part of Square Enix.
Is like for somebody like me who hasn't played the game yet, who wants to play it, does this ruin the game, or are these just more like cosmetic things? Or?
Nah. Yeah, it's just like I said, it's just a DLC outfit. One outfit out of the game that's like DLC. There is I think there's a trophy for like unlocking all the outfits if you care about trophies. But I don't think that particular outfit, because it's DLC, it's not required to get the trophy or the achievement if you play it on Xbox. So, yeah. Okay. But it to me, it sucks. Is like, it doesn't make sense why, because, certain DLC codes, when you get them, they're like, hey, you can redeem this all the way up to 2099, some ridiculous expiration date. But it's weird to me that just because they're not a part of Square Enix, that Square Enix has to say so on whether those codes remain active or not.
They should at least just give them like the source code and say like, or sell it to them. Say like, hey, we worked on this, so we'll give it to you so you can keep it as part of your. Maybe they did do that. Maybe they did try selling them whatever they worked on. Yeah, and they didn't want to buy it, so they're just like, okay, well then, we're not giving you our work for free. Yeah, it's just weird that would be a thing that they'd be like, oh yeah, well, you can't have this anymore because you're not part of our company. Yeah. It's like it doesn't really hurt the developer, so to speak, but it's something that they're not honoring what they told their audience they were going to get. Yeah, especially if they already bought a copy and they have that little paper, they haven't redeemed it yet. Yeah. So, but what they said was, if you haven't gotten that outfit or whatever the DLC is associated with it, if you unlock it in game before February or by February 21st, then it'll be unlocked, forever. Because there's a new game plus mode, so it'll stay unlocked. But if you play the game afterwards and you don't find that outfit before February 21st, then it's just going to be removed from some kind of like via an update. So you no longer will be able to have access to it, even if you have the DLC code already inputted and all that stuff. Like, man, I didn't even know they could do that. I already put the code in and you're taking the outfit out? What? That's crazy. So, but yeah, that's basically what they were saying, is they were putting all that information out there as far as removal of specific Square Enix benefits from the Guardians of the Galaxy game. All right. That's basically what the breakdown was. Okay. I guess I don't feel any type of way about it because I haven't played the game yet. And if it's something cosmetic, and I could still enjoy the story, the gameplay, and everything, then it's more of like a minor inconvenience. It's nothing that's gonna make the game less great than what it is. Okay. Because the game is still enjoyable even without those outfits. I mean, I barely found myself changing the outfits anyway. It's not like certain games you do it more often than others. Like Spider-Man, I was constantly like changing the costumes. Yeah. God of War, I kind of just picked one and upgraded it and stayed with it. Same. Yeah. I upgraded the classic outfit once I got enough materials. Because for some reason, it seems like classic. It was it had the best stats. Once you got it to the max upgrade path, it was the best armor set. And I was like, what? This is weird. They don't want you messing around with that fancy stuff. Yeah. They don't want that. All right, let's see. What's our next topic? Oh, and it's the last one. Yes, this is our last topic. More players chose PS5 for Call of Duty than for PlayStation exclusives. Wow. Which is strange because you could play Call of Duty on Xbox. Anything. You can even play it on the old consoles. Yeah, that's true. Yeah. or everything but the Switch, right?
Yeah, everything.
Yeah, I was looking all over the eShop for that
Sorry,
Warzone.
guys. It doesn't exist.
Scroll down a little bit. They revealed stats of their survey. So it says 41% said that it was for God of War. 39 said they bought it to play The Last of Us. 37% said it was for Spider-Man. 25.5% said it was for Ghost of Tsushima. And 73% said they bought it for Call of Duty. So those numbers don't add up, though.
I mean,
if 73% said that they bought it for Call of Duty, that only leaves like 27% left. So how's 41% of them said they bought it for God of War? And then there's 37% said Spider-Man. Then 39. This is more than 100%.
No. They're saying that. Well, yeah, that is more than. Never mind.
Yeah.
Never mind. But they're saying that combination of different things down there. They're saying a slightly smaller 69% bought a PS5 console for exclusive games like God of War, The Last of Us, and then they break down that percentage of.
Oh, that's the breakdown of the 69%.
Yeah.
I see. Okay. I'm like, somebody don't know how to math.
Yeah, man. What's wrong with you?
Okay, the CMA did state that their survey could overstate the importance of Call of Duty when purchasing a console due to its target demographic, but it's still sticking point for Sony despite a 10-year deal to keep the franchise on PlayStation consoles. They're talking about Microsoft's acquisition of Activision. There are now suggestions Call of Duty could be removed from the Microsoft and Activision acquisition deal because of the ongoing arguments.
Yeah, so that was a new talking point as far as that ridiculous Activision deal with Xbox. That
you have to say Activision acquisition.
Activision acquisition deal with the Xbox. That now they're saying that in order for them to be able to acquire Activision, that now Call of Duty is supposedly going to be stricken from the deal. Right. So they're basically saying like, yeah, you can have Activision, but you can't have Call of Duty exclusively. No, right. That's still got to be open for everybody.
Well, there's more than one developer that does Call of Duty. It's not just Activision, isn't it?
No, there's more than one developer, but they're all under Activision's
Oh, they're
umbrella.
all under Activision.
Yeah, they're owned by Activision.
Okay, I see.
Yeah, Activision is their publisher.
I see.
Yeah.
Okay. So, yeah, I wonder if they had no intention of making it exclusive, then Microsoft should be okay with that, right?
You would think so.
And if they're not okay with it, maybe that reveals something.
Yeah, that they had some underhanded tricks all along.
Like, do you plan on making this exclusive?
Hey,
no way.
I am him. Stop dabbing. We're not done.
Undo that dab. Undo that dab right now.
Let me see. Mr. Original Devin also said, related to the previous topic,
right,
that if the cosmetic was an NFT, then the code would be directly linked to an existing digital asset that exists in the blockchain, and Square Enix would not be able to do this.
So you pro NFT?
Oh yeah, you pro NFT? We don't like NFTs over here. But no. I get what you're saying. You might not be pro NFT, but you're saying if it was an NFT, then that would avoid that from happening.
He's gonna post a link next to go buy his NFT.
Ethereum.
All right. Well, let's see what happens. Yeah, like I said, if Microsoft really didn't have any intention of making it exclusive, and they've been over a year in court with this thing. Yeah. With the FTC, Sony, and then Google jumped in, and then Amazon.
And the European Union.
All of them were. So if then they keep fighting and fighting, they really want this deal to go through. So if they had no intention of making it exclusive, then this should be easy for them. They say, okay, fine, yeah, keep Call of Duty. Let us acquire Activision so we can get those mobile game sales or whatever it is they said they were actually after.
Yeah, the was it Mojang or some weird name for that whatever that mobile division was.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We'll see what happens.
But
Let's see if it goes through or
on Activision, I mean on Microsoft's side of it, I can definitely see why that would give them some pause, because if they're spending $73 billion, then losing Activision would cost them a pretty penny. I mean,
well, they could renegotiate the deal. Tell Activision, hey, look, this is not going through unless we get rid of Call of Duty. Since Call of Duty is not a part of it, let's give you
that cuts out a lot of value.
$50 billion.
How
much of that $70 billion do you think is Call of Duty?
Half, Eddie. That's what I would say.
So 35 billion.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And we'll take it.
35. Actually, it'd be 36.5 billion. You said 73 billion?
Yeah.
35.
If I remember correctly, I think that's what the original price was. I think
30,
it was 73 billion.
So 36.5. It's half of 73, right?
Yeah. I think it is.
Let me see.
Oh.
73.
Math with G.
73 divided by 2?
It's 3.5.
Oh.
What the?
Which
that's our guest speaker, ladies and gentlemen.
No, it did 7 divided by 2. No. 73 divided by 2.
Ah.
The answer is 36.5.
Yeah, 36.5. See, in my head. Then Siri came in and confirmed. I wanted to be on record. I did that in my head. I was dividing billions of numbers going through my head.
The neurons were firing.
Billions of numbers in seconds.
Yes. That's that kiwi muffin you had earlier. What was in that again?
No, zucchini.
Zucchini muffin.
Yeah. Anyway, okay, now you can go ahead and dab.
Yes, I am him.
That first dab didn't count.
You can re-dab.
Thank you guys for watching. The baby's crying. You know, they say the show's over when the fat lady sings. This show's over when the little baby cries.
That's right.
We will see you next episode. Same bat time, same bat channel. Thank you for joining us. Peace.
Yes, and don't forget to like, comment, share, subscribe, turn on the notification bell, and all that other social media garbage.
All the above.